Hey guys, Gamer Guy 241 back again with the first of a series of videos called Gamestop Mishaps. I kind of thought of it as a way to share with you guys some of the experiences and almost funny things that have happened to me while shopping at GameStop. So, which might bring you to ask the question, why do you still shop at GameStop if you hate it so much? Well, the truth is I don't hate GameStop. I don't buy my new games there, but it's a really good place to buy them used. Although there are some exceptions, which brings me to this video. So let's get into it. These have all happened within the past couple of weeks, so I'll start off with this game, Okami for the PlayStation 2, which I had a really hard time tracking a copy of this down. I was looking all over for it, and one of the good things that GameStop does is that on their website you can actually type in the game you're looking for and it'll show you which stores in your area carry the game. So I typed it in and it said one of the stores at my local mall had it. So I went to the mall, picked it up off the used rack, brought it up to the counter. The lady was about to ring me up, went into the drawer to look for the disc in the, you know how they have them in the little envelopes. She was looking for it for about 5 minutes. I was just standing there. Then she went to the back room, came out about a couple minutes later and told me that they didn't have it. They must have lost it or something, which I don't understand how that happens, because it's not like anybody could steal it because they don't put the disc in the case. They keep it in the envelope in the drawer behind the register. So, which obviously means that somebody misplaced it, which eventually my brother did end up picking this up for me, but I could have had it a lot sooner if it wasn't for that. Second one here is actually Gears of War for the 360. I needed a new copy because mine was all scratched up and got ruined. So I go into my local GameStop because I figured it's Gears of War, every GameStop would have a copy of it, right? So I walk in, I don't see any of them on the shelf, so I'm looking through the pre-owned and the new section. So I go up to the counter and I ask the guy, do you have any used copies of Gears of War for the 360? And he says, plenty of them. So he goes into the back room and he comes out like that, like less than 10 seconds maybe, and he says that they're all out, which, again, unbelievable. This one just happened to me last week. It's I wanted Lost Planet because I never played it. I heard it was good. So I went to another local one and I saw a couple of them on the shelf in the pre-owned section. There was maybe 5 or 6 of the cases for it, and so I bring one of them up to the register, and the girl behind the counter goes into the drawer again, looks for it. A couple minutes later she says, we don't have it. Actually, and in the same trip to the same GameStop, I also grabbed Perfect Dark Zero, and I wanted it pre-owned, which it goes for like $3, no big deal. So I brought that up, and she also tells me they don't have the disc for that one either. So she goes into the drawer and she gives me a brand new copy of Perfect Dark Zero, but it's the collector's edition, brand new, not pre-owned or anything. It was still sealed and everything, so she charged me the used price for it too, which was $3. I'm not complaining or anything, but they can at least keep track of things, you know what I'm saying? And last, and probably the worst case of them all, is The Darkness. I bought it for $5. I went to my local GameStop, picked it out, and brought it up to the counter. Guy put the disc in and walked home. On the way home, I open up the case and I look at the disc and it's ruined, completely scratched. So I bring it to another game store who does disc repair, which I should have went to in the first place. Brought it up to the guy and asked him if he could repair it, because they only charge $5 for it. Brought it up and he says, yeah, he could get most of the scratches off, but there's 2 or 3 scratches on it that are really deep and you probably won't be able to get out, and he didn't want to charge me the $5 if the game wouldn't work. So He goes into the back with the disc, brings it out, and it came out just like he said it would. It had still had the 3 deep scratches, but everything else was gone, so I figured it might work. Bring it home, doesn't work. I spent just as much as I did to get it fixed as I did on the game itself. And so I ended up buying another one, and I tried to return the one I bought before, but apparently GameStop doesn't do returns, they just do trade-ins. So they only offered me like 50 cents, 50 or 75 cents, which is ridiculous. They take it in for 50 or 75 cents and they sell it for $5, which is just ridiculous. But yeah, that's about it. If anything else happens, I'll post another video and maybe I'll keep this series going. But for now, feel free to leave a comment below and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks guys. Take it easy.